Hey, bookkeepers, it's Trudy at Maven. This episode is a little tongue-in-cheek. It's inspired by Jeff Foxworthy's old "you might be a redneck if" routine. But here's the twist. We're going to apply it to bookkeeping because not everyone who calls themselves a bookkeeper should actually be one. And if a few of these sound a little too familiar, it might be time to brush up before you boss up. Here's our list of 7. Number 1, if you get angry when your clients show a healthy bottom line because yours isn't, you might not be a bookkeeper. The remedy? Be objective, not subjective. Their profit isn't a slap at your struggles, it's proof that your systems work. This applies to clients' spending habits as well. If it angers you that your clients dine out 7 nights a week, you need to get over it or get out. Your job is to make sense of it and to help them celebrate it, not to resent it. Number 2, if you don't know that payroll wages are gross dollars and you're bewildered by how your accounting software presents them, you might not be a bookkeeper. The remedy? Learn payroll flow. Gross, net, taxes, liabilities, every piece has a place, and you need to know the path from start to finish. You don't necessarily need to know the back end of how to process a paycheck. There's lots of platforms out there that can do that, Gusto, ADP, whomever. But you do need to understand how the numbers tie out, because at the end of the year, you're going to have to prove that they do to the CPA that's expecting you to know what those numbers mean. Number 3, if you're accustomed to expensing car loan payments instead of splitting the principal out on the balance sheet, you might not be a bookkeeper. Remedy? Get clear on what lives on the balance sheet versus what belongs on the P&L. Confusing these two will sink your credibility very quickly. I see this all the time, particularly with DIYers. The relationships between assets and their corresponding loans or liabilities gets badly jumbled, and that can really throw the numbers off. And then it can become a frustrating game of hide and seek at year end when the CPA is situating the depreciation schedule. Number 4, if you aren't interested in raising your professional standards, you might not be a bookkeeper. The remedy? Elevate your practice, elevate your presentation, elevate your you. Set higher bars for accuracy, timeliness, and the way you present yourself. Clients don't just hire you for data entry, they hire you for dependability and discipline. Show them you're in control. Step up and put your best foot forward all the time. Number 5, if you don't care for continued education because you think you've learned enough, you might not be a bookkeeper. The remedy? Stay sharp. Tax laws change constantly. Software updates every day. Compliance shifts. The process never ends, and neither should your growth, especially when we consider technology. It changes faster than we can keep up with. Same with certain tax laws with regard to tasks like payroll. Even if you use a payroll service, you should still understand it. Because again, the CPA is relying on you to tie it all out at the end of the year. Number 6, if you don't understand the nuances of the different entities like LLCs, S-corps, and partnerships, you might not be a bookkeeper. The remedy? Brush up on entity basics. Clients' tax outcomes could depend on it. Here's a prime example. Your favorite LLC is doing gangbuster numbers this year, and they come out with a bottom line comfortably over 6 figures for the first time. Now they're starting out even stronger this year. This is when the conversation of an entity change needs to happen. That's when an LLC needs to consider incorporating. This should be a triangulated conversation between you, the client, and their CPA, because there are requirements for being incorporated. Like, the owner must now be paid W-2 wages. You need to know all that. Number 7, if you don't know that an income statement and a profit and loss are the same thing, you might not be a bookkeeper. The remedy? Get fluent in financial vocabulary. The faster you can explain terms with confidence, the faster you gain credibility. Remember, your confidence comes through competence. If you want to become more confident, become more competent. So here's the bottom line. Bookkeeping isn't about calling yourself a bookkeeper. It's about being one. Accuracy, education, and professionalism all matter. If you laughed, good. If you cringed, even better, because that's where your growth begins. Again, I'm Trudy at Maven. Remember, credibility builds profitability, so stay sharp. And what's up next? Remote, virtual, work from home? What's the difference? Let's find out.